Hello friends, today I will discuss about local breaker backup, that is LBB protection relay and its advantages. Before going through this video, you are requested to please go through my channel and do subscribe my channel if not subscribed earlier, and also press bell button for notification of videos to be uploaded in future. Now a single line diagram has been shown where four substation has been shown: substation A, substation B, substation C and substation D. Substation A and substation D is connected with source or generating substation, and from substation A to substation B there exists one double circuit line, and from substation B to substation C there exists one double circuit line, and substation C to substation D there exists one single circuit line. So in this figure the main relay for the feeder is the distance relay has been shown, which is connected the CT secondary from the CT secondary from the for local end and also for the far end in the substation. And for the transformer, the main relay is the 87 or differential relay, which is connected from HV and LB side CT secondary circuit. Now from the substation B to substation C there exists two circuit or one double circuit line, and fault occur in one of the circuit as shown in this figure, that is the fault point is F. Therefore the relay at substation B and substation C end will be sense this fault, that is the distance relay sense this fault depending about the fault location. If it is fault location is from the 80% of the line distance located from substation B, and then it sends the fault within zone 1 time, and it will clear the fault instantaneously. Similarly, at substation C the location is within 80%, then it will sense the fault in zone 1 and clear the fault within instantaneously. If it is beyond 80% towards the location of the substation B, then it will clear the fault in zone 2 time or 300 to 350 millisecond delay. Due to breaker pole stuck at substation B end, the fault current still persists from the substation A end from both the feeders from substation A to B and to the fault point. Again, the fault current will flow from substation C to B via other feeder to the fault point. Therefore, the relay at substation A end and substation C end will pick up under zone 2 or zone 3 time depending upon the fault location from substation B end. It may be zone 3 time if it is located far from the substation B end, and thereby the fault will be clear under zone 3 time, that is delay of 1 second. So due to this delay, damage may occur in the system. So to avoid this kind of damage, LBB or local breaker backup protection is used. It is called local breaker backup as it is the backup protection of the local breaker failure. If breaker of the local end failed to clear the fault, then only this LBB relay comes into the picture. Now how does the LBB relay initiate the fault and send the trip signal? To initiate the LBB relay, there are two inputs are taken to the LBB relay. One is the current, that is current must be going on, and another is the main relay trip initiation. It may be the contact from the 86 or master trip relay contact, or maybe the contact from the main relay. For the feeder it is a distance relay, or for the transformer it is a differential relay or RF relay. Now what does the LBB relay will do? By getting the input signal from the current and main relay trip initiation, it will first send a retrieve signal to the local end circuit breaker by giving a trip pulse to the circuit TC1, that is trip circuit 1 and trip circuit 2 of the local end breaker. If again the breaker is failed to clear the fault due to the CB pole stuck persist, then it will give a back trip signal or it will energize the trip bus to initiate the trip signal to all the circuit breaker associated with the local end bus and thereby clear the fault from the system. Now, how does the retrieve signal is sent from the LBB relay? The main relay must be sensed during the fault condition. For feeder fault, the main relay is the distance relay, and for transformer fault, the main relay is the differential relay or REF relay. It will send or initiate a trip signal to the master trip relay or 86 relay, and from the 86 relay, the DC positive signal is through to the TC1 and TC2 of the circuit breaker. Now, circuit breaker will clear the fault and should be clear the fault as the circuit breaker TC1 and TC2 get the positive signal from the main relay. Now, if the circuit breaker failed to clear the fault due to breaker pole stock, then the LBB or local breaker backup protection relay will energize by means of the input signal from the 86 relay contact or the main relay contact. That is, for feeder protection it is from the distance relay contact, and for transformer it is from the differential relay contact. And also the current is persist to flow. So after the 100 millisecond time delay, it will again send the trip signal to the own circuit breaker, so that own circuit breaker again try to clear the fault after 100 millisecond time. So it is the retrieve signal from the LBB or local breaker backup protection. Now, after the 100 millisecond, the trip signal is sent from the LBB relay to the own circuit breaker. But again, the circuit breaker failed to clear the fault due to breaker pole stuck or breaker pole jam. Therefore, the fault still persists. Thereby, after the 100 millisecond, that is from the initiation of the LBB relay, after 200 millisecond, it will energize the trip DC bus to operate 96 relay of all the control and relay panel associated with all the feeder and transformer panel, and thereby it will trip all the circuit breaker associated with the main bus. In this case, it will send the trip signal to all the circuit breaker associated with the substation B end, and thereby clear the fault after 200 millisecond. So, what is the advantages for using LBB protection? The first and main advantages is fault will be cleared within 200 to 250 millisecond, including the breaker to clear the fault. Hence, less damage will occur to the system. This is the main advantages for using LBB protection. If LBB protection is not used, then fault will be cleared after the remote end substation feeder sends the fault and clear the fault at either zone 2 or zone 3 time. So fault remain or still persist up to zone 3 time, that is maximum of 1.1 second to 1.1 second. Thereby it may damage to the system equipments. Now consider the LBB protection relay for 2 bus system. That is, the substation B end there exists 2 main bus 1 and main bus 2, and main bus 1 and main bus 2 is connected by means of bus coupler breaker. So from substation C end to substation B end there exists one feeder that is connected at main bus 1, and again another feeder that is connected in the main bus 2 at substation B end. So bus coupler breaker is on. Now power is flowing and fault occur in the substation B to substation CN at substation main bus 1 feeder. So 21 or distance relay located at substation B end and substation C end should energize and clear the fault either zone 1 or zone 2 time depending upon the fault location. Now if the breaker at substation B end failed to clear the fault due to breaker pole stock, then LBB relay for the same feeder will energize, and it will again send a reactive signal to the own circuit breaker. But again, if the circuit breaker failed to clear the fault due to breaker pole stuck persist, then after 200 milliseconds it will energize the trip bus for the main bus 1, and thereby it will trip all the circuit breaker associated with the main bus 1 and the bus coupler, not the main bus 2 circuit breaker, and thereby it will clear the fault from the main bus 1. So the power will still flow and still flow from the main bus 2 to the substation C end, and from the substation A end to substation B end via main bus 2. So here LBB relay is more flexible for the 2 bus arrangement. So for 2 bus system, that is, if a substation has main bus 1 and main bus 2, therefore there is more flexibility and system reliability for use of LBB relay, as it will only isolate the faulty zone in which the CB, that is circuit breaker pole stuck problem occur for particular circuit breaker. That is, in this case it will isolate the only main bus 1 circuit breaker, but power still flow uninterruptedly from the via main bus 2 from the substation B end. So this is the added advantage for the LBB relay for 2 bus system. So friends, if you like my video, then do subscribe my channel, and thank you for watching.